What is going on, everybody? This is Nick here at Y4Turbo, and we are playing NHL 16 Be a GM mode with our Edmonton Oilers and our Bakersfield Condors. I couldn't think of where they were from. Anyway, the reason we're showing the Condors is because they are in the Calder Cup Finals in the AHL at this point. We will do the draft today, but I was just gonna I wasn't gonna do real-time sim for this playoff series. I was just gonna kind of sim through it. I wanted to see if our guys could do it. And whoops, change back to the NHL just to show you. Last episode we got eliminated by the Dallas Stars, but I'm going to show you this lineup real quick that's gotten us here. We've got 80s on the fourth line in the AHL, so we got a lot of depth. You guys were saying we've got a lot of really good depth that we can use on this team, and it's gonna take us a long way. Jones is up to an 80, so that's good. And of course, in net, we've got the old Booth and the old Pascal. So cool. So like I said in last episode, we did get eliminated by the Dallas Stars in 7 games, and that was very upsetting. And actually, a little, I think poetic justice. Yeah, check it out. Our Condors took out the Texas Stars here in what looks like 5 games, and that's awesome. And they took out my Grand Rapids Griffins in 6? Yeah, 6 games here. So they're in the finals here. But hey, we did get eliminated by the Dallas Stars last episode, so our team's kind of down in the dumps. I asked you guys what we could do for next year to make it better. We will not do free agency in this video. We will see who's available in free agency, and then next video you guys let me know. But I wanted to show some fan art real quick. This fan art is from Clay's Gaming. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but thank you so much, my friend. You sent in this great little graphic of the sad Oilers and the rising Stars. Who knows, maybe they'll make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll see in this video who actually wins the whole thing, and I'm hoping it's them. I'd like to lose to the best team in the NHL, and you know, because that shows us, okay, we took the best team in the NHL to a game 7. But this is a great fan art. If you guys want to make fan art, or if you have fan art already made, I know some people were mentioning it, you can send it to me on Twitter at Y4Turbo. You can send it to me through email, which this guy did, Y4Turbo@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Y4Turbo. So if you want to send fan art, just go to any of those and you can be cool like this dude here. And I love it. It's so funny. I know it's beaten down on my Oilers, but it's true. That's what happened. The Rising Stars took us. So let's go ahead and just simulate through these games. I'll just do one by one so we can see. So we lose the first one by a pretty wide margin. We lose the second one by a pretty wide margin. This team must be pretty good. And we win the third in shutout fashion. Game 4 we lose in shutout fashion. So this can be an elimination game. Let's see if there's actually, they might be a player meeting. Oh yeah, there is. Let's hold a team meeting. Let's rally the AHL troops, because these guys are going to be the guys filling out the lineup next year when we need it. Whoa, look at this. Half of them sad, half of them happy. Weird. That's all right. Okay. So let's bring up, you know what we should do? We should actually, I'll go to play game and I'll show their lines real quick. See what they have. I know you guys probably don't care about this too much, but it is cool that we made it to the finals with this team. And we will get in the draft straight away, right after this. But I thought this was pretty interesting. Okay, so they've got a few 80s. I don't think they're really that great. Kokolekachev, that's what Johnny always calls them. On paper, we're better. They've got a better... What the heck? How are we losing to these guys? On paper, we're so much better than them. Maybe they've just got the edge there. Wait, did it say we had a 67 on the first line? Oh, okay, that was weird. All right, so let's see if we lose this game, and if we do, we'll go straight away into the draft. But hopefully we can win this one. Okay, overtime win. We're back in it. Let's see if we can. Maybe we'll have a player meeting. Actually, last time like half the guys were upset, so I'm not going to do the player meeting. Okay, taking it to a game 7. I like it. 7-5. Letting in a few goals, but that's okay. Okay, game 7 for our Condors. Let's see. Oh, and it goes to overtime. What an intense game. I'll just replace player. Okay, so let's go back into scouting. Some of you guys are saying goalie, so I'll just do goalies here for the rest of the time, just so we can get a little bit. So yeah, let's just go all the way up here. Somebody was saying just maybe take a goalie in the first round and focus on the forwards. Okay, so the Washington Capitals win the Stanley Cup championship, and the Providence Bruins obviously win the Calder. Not bad for our Condors. Not a bad year. They had a really good year, and only losing 16 games in regulation, so that's not bad at all. And we lost in the second round, but it was a close second round. We kind of stumbled a little bit. Eberle with that injury, it was kind of annoying. But really, I think we had an okay year, and yeah, I don't think it was a bad overall year. I think it was a learning experience where we had to rely more on our young guns rather than relying on somebody like Datsuk, who in the last year when we won the cup, he was a huge part of it. Okay, so I don't think we need to do anything in the realm of trade block. We may trade some people in the next video maybe, but we'll see. We'll do the draft now, and we'll do the contracts after that. So let's get right into the draft and see what pick we've got. All right, so once again, Detroit with one of the top 3 picks. So guys, remember Ottawa, Detroit, and Vancouver. I'll try to get a couple more. Maybe we'll go through and see like the highest overall prospects everybody has. But somebody said they want to see the top 10. Maybe I might remember all this. I don't have any paper to write it down right now. Usually I have a little piece of paper in front of me. Okay, so Sundin goes to them. So I got to see what pick we actually have because we already missed out on the first one. Okay, we have the 15th and the 16th pick. We have 2 this year. Awesome. Those are awesome. Could we potentially trade up, you guys think? I don't think we need to. I honestly think having 2 first-round picks is, it would be nice to get in the top 10 though. No. I think we'll find somebody. Especially if we're going for a goalie, we'll probably find somebody right here, and then we can get a good player right here. I'm of the notion that we've got our franchise player in. We've got a few that could potentially be franchise players, so I'm not going to worry too much about the craziest thing by giving up all my depth picks, So let's just go to our pick. It might be, kind of a strange thing. There's top 9 forwards going already. Okay, elite. There were no franchise, but Russell, a center, all forwards here in the top 3, but Sundin, Russell, and Barney, all forwards going in the top 3, and then a defenseman, Teuton, and a 2-way forward going to Winnipeg. And then we get in the top 4. There's another elite goalie, Telquist. That would have been nice to grab him. Here's a starter, Wisniewski. All right, so what is that? Only 2 goalies have gone so far? Let's see if we can find a goalie. Let's do it. Because we have the next possible 2 picks. I didn't mean to do league entries. I meant to do projections. All right. So no goalies going in the first round, it looks like. Let's see if there's any further down. Let's try to find the first goalie. We're not going to pick him now because obviously that'd be dumb. So this Alden guy, or Albion, sorry. Second, third round. So I'd be willing to go on him because he's probably not actually an AHL starter because we don't have him scouted at all. He's probably like at least a starter or something. If he's there, we can pick him, but if we can get him in the third round, maybe, we have a couple starters in Gillies, in Booth. Those guys will be good. So, the center looks pretty good. We don't have him scouted at all, though. That's the problem. I mean, he could be an elite. We just don't know. He was in the SHL. He's already 20. Here's a Domi. That's a good name. Couple different really good Domies. Man, I never have good luck with scouting. Like, I don't want a top 9 playmaker. He could be slightly better than top 9, but I'm kind of worried. I've scouted him 4 times, so it pretty much says kind of what he's going to be. So he probably is like around a top 9. He might be a top 6. But maybe I'll look for I feel like it's these top two guys, either a power forward or Erzberg, who's already 20. Byron, also a playmaker. Okay, maybe I'll go with dang. I gotta pick a Swede, right? Oh man, this is hard. I like two-way forwards, but I feel like a power forward would probably be a better pick because we picked a lot of two-way forwards last year. So, Ingquist, come to the team, my friend. Come to the team. And if I miss somebody great, yell at me in the comments. You guys know the drill. Top 9 forward, of course. Well, we got the next pick. We can roll the dice on somebody else. Somebody else we can roll the dice on. Oh man, I kind of wish we could potentially trade for another player. Oh, look at this Erzberg guy is pushed down now. I mean, all these first round guys, it's just like, oh yeah, any of these guys could probably go in the first round. I don't really want to go to defender because we got a lot of defenseman prospects. He's 19. Let's try this guy. He's in the OHL. He's a playmaker. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll be like a top 6 or an elite. I don't know. Please. Please. An elite. Whoa. Medium elite left wing playmaker. B. Byron. Okay, that was a good pick. It made up for the top 9 power forward. And, you know, potentially Ingquist could get a little bit better. But he'll make the NHL at least. But Byron, woo. I'm so glad we got a good forward. All right, so let's just sim to our next pick. I can go back and show you guys the rest of the picks and see if there were any more elites in that first round. Let's do it quick while the time is running. So we saw these elites. That's awesome. We get an elite in the first round for the 16th pick. Top 6 defenseman there. Top 6 defenseman, top 9, top 6. Top 6 defense. A bunch of top 6 defensemen went. So it looks like some more forwards will probably be left. There's top 4 or defenseman, top 6 forward. I'm not seeing that one guy. Ooh, Zetterberg. All right, Noonan. All right, okay. Well, some 7th Ds have already gone. So let's see. Oh, somebody offered us a trade. Or we trade. Oh, I accidentally. Oh, I hit this one. Whoops. I was so confused right there. I was like, are they offering me a second round for nothing? Okay, I'll take it. Oh, man. I need to unfreak out. I was totally blindsided. Okay, this is the top guy here. I don't know much about him. That's a problem. We could get a center. Ekman Larson. That's a good defenseman name. All these guys could potentially be pretty good, but you know, the sniper actually is catching my eye. This right winger. God, we don't know anything about him. He's 19. He's in the OHL. Let's try him. Let's just try him out. Let's get a sniper. Hopefully we get like a top 6. Come on, buddy. Bottom 6. Dang. Well, you know, he could be the slap shove of the future. Who knows? Whatever. Do we have any more picks in the second round here? Nope. Man, the way that how many picks that Detroit always has, they should be way better than what they are. Okay, we have the 15th and the 17th pick here in the 3rd round. I want to get to the 4th round on camera with you guys. I'm never really good at drafting. At least we got an elite this time, kind of mid first round, so that's pretty good. I don't know about this goalie. I think that one goalie we were looking at got taken. Do I know anything about this Russian? No. I don't know if I want to take a risk on that. Especially if, we have another pick at a couple from now. So this guy's going to be a top 9. This German guy. God, we don't know anything about anybody. Jeez, these guys are on the same team, it looks like, maybe. This power forward. He's already 20. We could try another sniper. We know a little bit about him. He's got good senses. Oh, he's pretty young. He could probably get better. Let's try this guy, a left wing sniper. high league interest. Top 9 forward, I'll take it. I'll take it in the 3rd round here. It's better than AHL top 6. And okay, this guy was a bottom 6 forward. So I guess his top 9 would be better than that, wouldn't it? Because he has the potential to go better, you know, than because bottom 6, like he could be a 4th liner or worse. All right. Kudobin, this Bush guy is still here. And so is this Albrecht guy. You know what? I think maybe we'll go for this playmaker. The last few years, I haven't picked up playmakers just because I was afraid that we'd be, you know, 3rd line playmakers. But somebody was saying, like, potentially trying out a 3rd line scoring line next year. And I want to try it because I've tried the bottom 6 being mostly defensive. And it won us a cup one year. And then the next year, it kind of didn't work out. The first year it won the cup because we had a really good 3rd line who was a good 2-way 3rd line. They were kind of my secret weapon, so to speak. So if we can get a 3rd line of the future that becomes our secret weapon, 3rd line scoring line, and has the 4th line shutdown line with the first 2 lines being decent defensively, that would be really cool. That would be a lot of cool. So let's pick up this Bush guy. Bottom 6 forward. I will take it. It is better than AHL forward. That's my biggest fear, wasting like a 3rd round pick. Oh, we got another one in the 3rd round. Do we have any more? No, we don't. So this is our last one in the 3rd round. So let's make some picks. All right. Come on. There we are. Okay, 2 guys that it says will be in the 3rd round. There's this center playmaker, Kudobin, and we actually, oh, look at his shooting. It's medium, but it could be really good. I think we should try him out. I think this guy could potentially be really good as a playmaker. There's also this grinder. I'd like to maybe get a grinder in the future we can bring up. But, you know, there's a lot of grinders we can pick up in free agency at some point. So it's not the end of the world if we miss out on teaming in here. I do like seeing grinders in the draft, though, with high league interest. That's awesome. But let's go with Kudobin here. He's a center playmaker. Really good shooting category. Projected, at least. So who knows? Maybe we found a diamond in the rough. He's 6'2", 201. That's really nice for a center. You know, he can't get too low because he's kind of tall. But, you know, this could be the... I don't know. This could be one of those. He's not as tall as like a Brian Boyle or like a Hansel or something like that. But I like seeing guys over 6 feet that are center. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Who is it? Bottom 6 forward. Okay, we'll take it. He's got a good shot. So potentially we could have a 3rd line scoring center of the future. Basically, the guys. Oh, look at this. Albrecht guy was a bottom 6. And so basically we got 2 bottom 6 forwards who are center playmakers in this round. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. So let's get up to the next pick and see what the next one is. 4th round, 15th pick. Any more here that we have in the 4th round? Okay, so I'll do this last one on camera unless we get a really good pick. So now there's starting to be some AHL forwards pop up. Here's a grinder who's a bottom 6 forward. A couple more AHL forwards. AHL top 2 defenseman. Top 6 forward for AHL. Yeah, so... we're starting to get that point where it's kind of fallen off in value. So potentially this is where we could roll the dice on a goalie. Man, I think he just got picked too. Dang. I always miss I just miss out on him. Yeah, because the next goalie's down here for the 5th round. Do I know anything about him? No. I'm not going to go with him. We'll, you know, and watch. He'll be like a franchise goaltender. What can we go with here? This first guy's a offensive defenseman. Decent defensive category, not really good shooting. He's all high though, so it's like we know what he could do. I'm guessing he's a 7th D, actually, but he's not. He's 6'2", 212, but he's got no physical category. So you know these could change just slightly. So I might take a risk on him. The next guy is this defensive defenseman we know absolutely nothing about. We basically know nothing about most of these 4th rounders. Some league interest in the sniper, that kind of scares me. Bathgate, it's kind of a cool name. Yeah, we don't know anything about these guys, I don't think at all. All right, I'm just gonna, oh, it's the turbo time. Okay, at least we can pick this guy. I'm gonna pick R. Mathers, the offensive defenseman from the OHL. And he is an, oh god, it's doing the craziness. He is an AHL top 2, so you know, we can try him out. We can maybe play. He's 19, I think, so we can play him in the AHL next year, and we'll see where he goes, because we got to potentially bring up some other guys up, maybe, or drop some guys. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. So, I think that will be all that we do on camera here. I will make the remaining picks on my own, and I will see you guys when we go for contracts. All right, the draft is now complete, and I just got Tarasov and Gagnon and or Gajnan or whatever. Basically a AHL top 6 power forward and an AHL bottom 6 winger. I don't even remember what he is, but yeah, 6th and 7th round. There was nobody with league interest, so you know, we did what we have to do. So let's see who we have to re-sign here and how much we have available to us. I'll go through after we see who's all looking to re-sign, and then I will pop back in when they sign or don't sign, and we will see how it goes. So can we actually look at the guys here? All right, so a lot of AHL guys here. Okay, it doesn't actually have the guys that we just drafted because they still have a few years left. We'll look at them after, because I do want to sign 1 or 2 of them, especially for the AHL. So yeah, let's go through by actually all expiring. Let's go through by overall. So Jordan Eberle needs to sign this year. This is one of those times where a lot of people were calling for him potentially to get shipped off. But man, is he a good player, and I would hate to let him go, especially since his defensive awareness has grown a bit. I think wasn't it like an 85? I thought for sure, but who knows? It could have been at an 86 the whole time, and I didn't notice. But that's good defense for a sniper. You know what I mean? The one thing is, people were saying maybe put Draisaitl on the second line now as center, since last season didn't go the best with him on wing. And put Eberle back up to the first line. I think that's a good idea. So I think we should resign him. Let's see how much he wants, just so you guys can check it out. Really not a bad contract for the level of play he's been. He's been a good player. We can probably get him down to closer to 6 mil. I'm okay with signing him for that, considering, you know, we've got a few other guys who, I mean, honestly, I feel like McDavid took a pay cut to be here, because he could be making 10 mil pretty much anywhere else, I guarantee it. And he took 8 mil. I'm very happy that he did that, considering we were paying Datsuk, who was an 88 overall, $10 million the year before, and he knew that. So Rupert, I definitely would like to re-sign. He's gotten better, and he will continue to get better. Top 6 forward, decent defensive awareness, good two-way forward, can potentially make it up into the top 6, definitely at some point in his career. Kyle Turris has dropped off a bit, because we did play him on the second line. How much does he want now that he's dropped off? I know you guys were saying he will drop off because we're playing him on the second line, but I was like, hey, if he's 88 for the whole playoffs, I don't give a shit. You know, we picked him up. I'm okay with dropping him to free agency and, you know, potentially having some depth come up and signing some depth for free agency, because Turris, yeah, like check him out. He's got his faceoffs are not bad, but they're not amazing. And Brian Little is a better player at this point, especially since Turris has dropped a little bit. And, you know, it's somebody else's problem at this point. Somebody else will love him on the, I mean, maybe the third line, maybe the second line. I don't know. I'm not sure. Dano, I'd love to re-sign. You guys are saying he gets really good, but I've kind of nerfed him because I'm not giving him minutes. So I would like to see him on the third line. His faceoffs aren't bad. But I'd definitely like to give him minutes, and potentially, wait, let me look at him again. He could play on the penalty kill. Maybe not the power play, but the penalty kill. At least one of them. Manberg, I'd like to sign. He will get better. He's good depth. Slepyshev, obviously, he's been with us this whole time. Lander can help. The AHL. Glendening can probably help the AHL, and potentially we can bring him up. Yeah, he can help the AHL. Plus, he probably only wants like $1 mil. And then these guys down here, who, you know, like, you know, we could potentially drop Callahan, even though he had a decent stint with our AHL team. And then after that, we can trim some of the fat off of our roster, and we can look at it that way. Now let's look at goaltenders, if there are any expiring. And sure enough, we've got 2 expiring. So a lot of people are calling for Mrazek to leave. He was playing really well. Like, he's a great goaltender, and I'd hate to see him leave. But let's see how much he wants first. Let's see how much he wants. He wants $5 million. He's probably gonna leave, guys. I'm sorry to those who wanted to keep him, but Gillies is now going to be the starter, and we don't have room for Mrazek, considering he's still a starting goalie, so he's gonna get mad if he doesn't get time. Gillies isn't gonna grow if he doesn't get time. Mrazek can help out another team, and yeah, kind of similar thing with Pascal. I think we might keep him. He probably doesn't want too much. Yeah, he wants a 2-way contract. I'm okay with signing him, because having like 2 really good goalies down in the AHL would be nice. But we don't know who's going to jump and who's not going to. We can always trade players, because we know we're going to have to give people playing time. We know that for sure. So I'm totally okay with trades. Please suggest, like, honestly, you guys are 100% my mind. Like, you guys think I'm just doing this. I read every single comment on every single video, and that's what everything's become. You guys are 100% my what do they call it in baseball? I don't remember, but it's basically like, so sometimes the GM, you'll see him in, like, they talk about these secret meetings. They go and talk to people, and it's just like, you guys are that guy to me. You're the guy in the stands that is wearing the aviator sunglasses, that's scouting out all the games that I'm paying under the table to be like, hey, what's this team doing? What are they doing? That, like, going to practice for other team. You guys are my advice center and my ultimate helpers, because you've been nothing but helpful in this series. We have won a cup so far, so it's already better than the Detroit series, which was, we were still getting used to the game. So, but anyway, just wanted to give you guys a nice compliment and shout out for all you awesome people. But yeah, I'm gonna go through, and we're gonna try to sign a couple guys, and I will let you know what happens in a bit. So see you in a second. All right, guys. So here is our main roster. As you can see, Connor McDavid's down at a 93. I'm guessing that that's just because we had a really, rough second round and we didn't repeat and stuff like that. Yeah, you see his defensive awareness is down in 89. His shooting category isn't as good as it was. He'll jump back up. He's only 22. I'm guessing he'll get up to like the 96 area, maybe around there, maybe more. Let me know in the comments where McDavid went for you in your GM modes. So Eberle, we ended up signing for 6.3. He wanted the reason why we didn't do just like 6 mil. I'm sorry, there's something going on right outside my window. I don't know if you can hear that. The reason we didn't do straight up $6 million was because he wanted like 6 years. We decided to sign him for 3 for 6.3. So I think we're actually getting a pretty good deal. It's not taking us until he's 35. It's taking us until he's going to be 32. So that's pretty good. All right. So who else did we sign here? Rupert, we got for 2.75. He went at like 3.1 or something like that. 2.75 is not bad for the next 2 years. That's really not bad at all. Who else? Manberg, we signed for 1.75 on a one-way deal. So that's a little bit different than what he was at, but he would not take a two-way deal no matter what, even though he's still listed up forward. So he should be jumping. He knows something we don't know. He's going to jump. Dano, we got for 1.9 on a one-way contract. He will probably jump at least a little bit, hopefully. And if not, we'll give him some minutes the next 2 years because we have invested in him. He's ready to go. Slepchev, 1 mil straight up for a one-way contract. Glendening we signed for 0.9, and I thought we did two-way. I don't know why it says one-way. Is that a glitch or something? I thought we did two-way. All right. Well, maybe I did one-way and didn't know. Thought I did two-way. Lander, we did 0.875 on a one-way. He might be trade bait for the future, but he did take our team in the AHL to the finals, so we need some depth down there in the AHL, and potentially, depth forwards to come up when injuries happen. We signed Cornell for 0.8 for a one-way. A couple of these guys would not take a two-way contract no matter what, and I still wanted to keep them in the system. But we still have about $8.8 million left to spend, so I'm not too worried about it. Moros we picked up. He was like one that was like 3 or 4 tries before I got the right amount for him. So I don't know what that was about. But I ended up offering him like a one-way with like hundreds of thousands less than what he wanted, and he was fine with it. So whatever. We got Leduc because he's a good offensive defenseman for 1 more year. Hopefully he'll grow up to like around an 80. He can lead our team defensively down there. And I forgot we had Laney. We should play him a little bit more. And as you can see, just going down here, we're not done with the re-sign phase, but a lot of these guys, we're going to let this guy who we... Basically, all the people who aren't signed like this, we're letting them grow a little bit more. I've signed the guys who I want to sign, and we're letting people like these top 2 defensemen, AHL guys, you know, drop out because we do not need them. I'll do like a preliminary check before we jump, but I kind of already did. So let's go and look at goalies. We ended up dropping Peter Mrazek, so he will not be our goalie next year. We are going to run with Gillies and Booth, most likely, and then we will run with one of these 3. I decided to sign Pascal because he was okay with the 2-way deal, and I'm pretty sure it's 1-way because he's like, for some reason, he's not sent down at this point. I don't know. I'm sure it'll change, but I don't know why it does that for a couple of the guys, because I signed him to a 2-way deal. Why does it say 1-way? I have no idea why it says 1-way. I don't know. Is that like a glitch or something? Because I guarantee I signed Eddie for a 2-way deal. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. We have $8 million left. There's 1 year remaining on that. We only signed him for the 1 just because I think after that we won't need him. I think Valahariu and Brissot will be good enough to kind of take over. If Valahariu jumps up to like, you know, a late 70, I'll have him start. But we're kind of passing the torch to Gillies and Booth at this point. Both of them are starters, so that'll be nice. So that's where we're at in that regard. So let's go ahead and simulate up to free agency. And I could press it, couldn't I? There's only 1 or 2 days left here, so I think we're all good. Cool. All right. So the only people I really didn't re-sign were the execs who were AHL forwards that we didn't really need, because last year we had a ton of people scratched we did not need, and then obviously the people who didn't need to be signed. So check it out here. We were saying we might need that winger. Check this out, Max Pacioretty. We can afford him, but do we need him? You know, do we need him? It would definitely be cool. Some people are calling for Hoffman as well, and check it out, he's available. Skinner would also be a cool player to have there on the second line as a sniper. Oh, that might be something we want to look into. And then we get into like Kadri and stuff. Man, there's really no more second line wingers that are at least a decent overall. Silverberg might be kind of cool. I don't really know. I mean, we're not going to sign anyone this video. You guys are going to let me know. So, okay, let me go through. Is this Tyler Johnson, right? Yeah, okay. He might actually be a cool player to add. So remember, we re-signed Eberle, so we can put him on the second line if we want, or we can reunite that first line with Eberle, and Draisaitl can come back down to center. I will change him back to center. We got rid of Turris, so Patan may jump. You know what I mean? These guys may jump up to a certain amount. Actually, can we check? They probably haven't jumped just yet. They might jump in preseason. But let's just go overalls by each position. Actually, since the positions don't really matter, sometimes I have wingers doing center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is by trade value. Damn it. Why does it do that? I thought it was that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our top 6 has an 85 in it, be it Rupert or Patan or Perron. So potentially a second line winger could be a good call, because we have Little and Draisaitl that could play center. Either one can do it. Draisaitl might be the better choice, even though I think his faceoffs are worse. But he's been playing wing pretty good. We can put him on one of the wings if that doesn't work out. So where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we go into these guys who will You know, some of them might jump, some of them might stay the same. We don't really know. McGinn dropped a little bit down. He's still that fourth liner though, so you know all these guys are like that. Let's look defensively, because I think we're okay defensively. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we should be okay. And some of these guys may jump a little bit. Man, Jones might jump as well, so we could potentially have a problem there. But who knows? That should be good. And then obviously goalies we kind of looked at already. Gillies and Booth. Looks like Booth has a lot of trade value. Maybe he knows something we don't know. But if he stays as a minor starting goalie, do we start him as that, or do we put him as a backup? Who knows? Either way, we've got enough goalies to cover it, so I don't think we need another goalie. I think I want to run with what's in the system. But yeah, the biggest thing is, do we go for that second line winger, or do we go for depth wingers, depth forwards at all? I'll go down a little bit so you guys can see all these guys. If you want, just pause the video at any of these times. I'll go all the way to Silverberg so you guys know where we're at. Here's more. Go down to Raffle just so you guys know where we're at, and so you guys can see all these guys. I don't remember where it was. Calvin DeHaan maybe. Yeah, so check out all these guys. You can pause the video on one of these guys if it turns out to be good. And let's actually look at the potential. This guy might, oh, he's restricted. Okay, here's a 22-year-old. I don't think we need that though. Yeah, so we could get like a top 60. That might be cool. Like this guy, 22, 75 already. That might be actually a good signing. But yeah, then we get into these guys. All right, so let's look at goaltenders. Just in case, I know I was saying maybe not. Hellbuck is available, but he's restricted free agent. So let's see overall wise. It's just Mrazek's the headliner. So yeah, we'd just be going back to what we already had. And yeah, we already have the starters and everything like that in there. There's this Patterson guy or Pedersen, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe we could trade away Pascal and have this guy be. Oh, he wants like 1 mil though. Oh yeah, he was a wing, wasn't he? He was a Red Wing, or is a Red Wing currently. Yeah. He's a current Red Wing. Forgot about him. Okay, so you guys have seen what there is to see. Let me know everything down in the comments below. Trades, possible line combinations, free agent pickups, possible anything. Whatever you guys want to tell me about, please tell me. And hey, I would love to see your fan art. Whatever you can send me would be awesome. Well, I mean, everything I've been getting has been so cool. I've had 2 episodes in a row with fan art. So thank you so much to all of you who have sent fan art already. Those who are making fan art right now, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like, because it shows me you want to see the next episode. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're getting a good family going here on Y4Turbo, and your voices are always welcome. Always welcome here. So please let me know down in the comments below what we should do next so we can win a Stanley Cup and rebound from that horrible second round loss to the Dallas Stars. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time out on the ice.